funded, out-of-state public education and harm our communities. This bill is not about saving money for our school districts like Bo Watson and William Lamberth claim. This bill is about picking and choosing who gets an education in our state. In the process, creating more financial burdens on our school districts. They know this will add financial burden through the hold harmless provision of the voucher scam, through the legal fees it will take to try to overturn Plyler versus Doe, to train overworked and underpaid school staff to become immigration experts to keep track of documentation. Charging tuition to already underserved families who can't provide documentation does nothing to fix school funding crisis in our state. It only serves the will of a wealthy few who want to control who gets to learn, whose stories are told, and who has a chance to thrive in our communities. Bo Watson suggested a solution that nonprofits take on the task of paying to educate our students. Now, as somebody who has spent her entire life working for nonprofits, this is not a real solution. It is another tactic to pass blame and the burden onto ordinary people for a problem that our state leadership and their corporate sponsorships have created. Our kids and our communities deserve a public education system that is well resourced, fully funded, and meets the needs of every kid. We deserve for our tax dollars to be funding the programs that will make our communities stronger, not this agenda of hate that attacks our ability to dream bigger and to build something that works for everyone. All kids deserve to dream of and build futures that are without fear, and that begins with having access to strong local school in the communities where they live and play. Our kids' futures and constitutional rights matter more than the threat of primaries Bo Watson and others are so afraid of from their sponsors. No matter where they come from, how they got here, or who they are, every child deserves an honest, equitable, safe, and fully funded public education. Kids are not a burden, and to teach them is an investment in the future of our community, our state, and our nation. Together, we can protect the right to public education and build a system where every kid is welcome. Together, we can build a movement that is stronger than the billionaire-backed agenda of exclusion. Together, we can show that every single student belongs.
I'll stop right here. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tessa Petit. I'm the executive director of the Florida Immigrant Coalition and, and co-chair of the Fair Immigration Reform Movement. We're here today. We took this trip together with all people who came from other states to support Tennesseans' fight for education for all. Access to education for children, regardless of their financial situation, the color of their skin, their country of origin, and their immigration status is a basic right. This right is established by decades of precedents, but more importantly, by a value that we share, that children deserve the opportunity to thrive. Education shapes our children's minds for a successful future, not only for themselves, but also for our communities. I come from Haiti, a country where many children are denied the basic right to education. The results that this has had on Haiti are flagrant. Violence is rampant, Human life has lost all value. Poverty is everywhere. Do you want this for your state? Do you want this for your country? Common values bring Tennessee and Florida together under one United States. The value to set a fair and nourishing path for children's future. Do not think for 1 second that this will only impact immigrant children in Tennessee. Just like the mass deportation are impacting the core of America, its economy, what it stands for, and the humanity of our communities, so will depriving our children of education. Limited access to education can lead to social and emotional isolation and distress, increases health issues, poverty cycles, violence and crimes, and reduce workforce productivity. People of Tennessee understand that this bill passing here will impact all children in the country. It will impact the 200,000 plus new American children in our Florida school system who, just like all children, aspire to learn, be curious, make new friends, and become part of a community. Tennessee, this is your chance to make a difference and say no more attacks on innocent people. Do not become the state that deprived millions of kids of access to basic education. Do not become the state that promoted inequity and injustice toward children. Be the leaders in today's chaos, hatred, misinformation, and division. Show America that doing the sensitive and human thing is still possible in this moment. Who's kids? Who's schools? Who's kids? Who's schools? Y'all just say it like you meant it. Who's kids? Who's schools? There we go. My name is Rachel Spriggs. I'm the statewide director of Power Building for the largest Blackest led power building organization in Tennessee. We link arm in arm with Turk Votes today, and all of you to be very clear that we are the real supermajority, and we will not sit back in defeat and watch this attack on Black and brown children. Because education is what makes us free, and freedom through education is for us all. Right now, we're watching as the state moves to take over Memphis Shelby County Schools, a district that is majority Black and brown. They claim it's about performance. They claim it's about accountability. But let's be clear. This is about power. It's about stripping away local control, silencing Black leadership, and robbing our communities of the right to decide what is best for our children. And while they come for our schools, they're coming for our legal protections too. Right here in Tennessee, there's a push to create a proof of concept around what it looks like to overturn Pollard versus Doe, where thousands of immigrant children in this state, many of them Black and brown, could be denied a desk in a classroom, a chance at a future in the basic dignity of learning. But whose kids? Whose schools? Just making sure. And we are united because we understand and can't be fooled. We know that these attacks are connected. When you weaken public education, when you target immigrant children, when you seize control of Black communities, you are sending a message that our children are disposable, that their futures don't matter, that their voices are irrelevant. But here's what I know. Here's what you know. Here is what we know. Our children are not disposable. We will not be divided on that fact because we are all here
Together, we will not allow them to pit families against black families against brown families, immigrants against lifelong residents, Memphis against Tennessee, people against people. This is a moment for unity, a fight for our futures, a future that's not dependent on a zip code, a future that's not dependent on whether or not you have your papers, a future that's not dependent on your proximity to whiteness and power, but a future that is rooted in our right to freedom, which is a right to a safe, free, and quality education. Our eyes are wide open. This isn't about school choice. This isn't about education for all. This is about a hostile takeover. I need all white people out here to know that being an ally is more than just showing up, y'all. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice your money, your privilege, your time? Are you willing to sacrifice your freedom? Because if you are standing out there right now and you are comfortable at all, it's performative, y'all. Because we need you to sacrifice, because our sacrifices are being stripped away from us, and there is no room for participation trophies, y'all. We will fight together. You are out here because I'm hoping you're saying we are fighting together. Because we are stronger together. And together we will protect our schools, our communities, and our children. When we fight together, we win. When we fight together, when we fight together, when we fight together.
Hola, mi gente. How's everybody? So my name is Osiris Paisan Magana, and I'm a teacher and I'm an immigrant. Um, I'm here today to advocate for students and everyone who has been affected by this bill and is that unjust, right? As an immigrant myself, I firsthand struggles and challenges that came with the building a new life in a foreign country. But also know the opportunities that has this country provides, right? And this importance of education and achieving our dreams, uh, passing this bill would make it impossible for many kids to access the education they deserve. And it will be a betrayal for the values that our state and our country stands for. I've always been a passion about education, and I've dedicated my career to helping my students succeed. And not only my kids, all kids. But this isn't just about education, it's about equality, it's about justice, human rights. Every child deserves access to equality education and opportunities that comes with it. My own education has empowered me to contribute back to society and the state. I'm a living proof education can break cycles of poverty and create a brighter future. I was fortunate to have amazing teachers who believed in me and helped me achieve my goals. Now I'm committed to doing the same for all students. It is our responsibility to protect and defend the right of education, and I'm proud to stand along you all in advocating for all students in our communities. Let's send a clear message that we will not stand idly by while the rights of our students are being threatened. Let's work together to create a better future for all our kids. Let's create a more inclusive and compassionate society where every child can strive and reach their full potential. Whose kids? Who kids? Thank you.
Whose kids? Whose kids? Whose kids? Whose kids? All right. So what's going to happen next? Okay. We are going to take this march and we are going to walk up those steps, right? And we are going to make sure as we walk up, just so everyone knows, we have some legislators' offices that are right here on the side. We want to be loud enough that they can hear us. They are in those offices. We want to make sure that they hear us as we're walking up those steps. After we get to this top of the steps, we have some amazing young students that are going to speak and share their story. So we're going to give them all the love and all the power, okay? So, one other thing, if you are not able, if you feel unable to walk up the steps, after you get up here, make a right turn and you will see our coworker Hamp. He is in a pink shirt and a wheelchair. Feel free to find him and he can make sure that you find a way to go through without having to walk up steps. So if you need to do that, find Hamp and our safety team and they're going to walk you up. Let's give a round of applause to our safety team keeping people safe. Great. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start walking up. We're going to lead with a quick chant. When I say, what do we want? Y'all say education. When I say, when do we want it? We say, that's right. What do we want? Education. When do we want it? What do we want? Education. When do we want it? What do we want? Education. When do we want it? What do we want? Education. When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? 1 second. We have to make the announcement in Spanish. My apologies.
Ok, muchas gracias, Pratik. Bueno, para quienes puedan subir las escaleras, vamos a subir ordenadamente estos escalones detrás mío. Si usted prefiere o le gustaría tomar una ruta alternativa,